Here we have the Nordica GPX, which is Nordica's latest 98mm lasted boot. Okay, this boot you see here is the 110 flex, but you can get this GPX in a 100, 110 and 130 flex option, and an 85, 95 and 105 for the women. So this is a high performance all mountain boot which is going to ski like a race boot. Now it is a narrow lasted boot, so this is going to be great for anyone with a narrower forefoot, skinny legs, narrow heel, or anyone that's looking to get a really nice secure grab of their foot. Now like a race boot, it is a mono injected plastic shell. It is quite straight lasted down this medial side, but what puts it into the do everything category is this liner and the boot board. So what you get with this liner is quite a low profile construction. It has a bit of their new heat moldable cork inserted into the back of the liner for good heel grab, and it is insulated by Primaloft. So that is like a synthetic down, which gives you a really nice amount of warmth out of this liner. And with the boot board, it is a PU foam shock absorbing boot board. Now that material is a little bit denser than you find with other shock absorbing rubber boot boards, but that is just going to give you a little bit quicker response. Now we have a great range of adjustment with the cuff, with a dual cuff adjustment on the pivots. We have two flex adjustment bolts on the back, ability to replace all the buckles and ladders as it has the screw rivets, a replaceable power strap that will easily adapt to fitting a dual strap, and a Velcro spoiler on the back of the liner. Stance wise on this boot, we have 5 degrees of ramp angle and 14 degrees of forward lean. Now negatives on this boot, this is actually the first boot that I can't really pick apart anything on, so I'm just going to mention something interesting, and that's in the construction of the liner. And you can see down the back here, there's usually a seam which runs right down the back of the liner, but they've brought this around and off to the side. Now, I can only assume this is so you're not cutting through the stitching when you're installing a boot heater, or the other reason would just be allowing for this cork material not to get interfered with. Now, essentially, this boot can do it all. Park, big mountain, or carving. If this boot fits you well, you can thrash it. So this boot is going to get a rating of, bam, 9. Thanks guys, catch you in the next review.